Graduate students write academic articles. Chapter 1. Write an academic article. Research methodology, formal way to write an academic paper. When you write an essay on anything, the presumption is that you are not just summarizing and regurgitating existing knowledge. You're supposed to have your own unique viewpoint or a different perspective on the issue at hand. When I write this book, I'm not in school or part of academia. I can say anything I want in any format I want. If I was in academia, they would want a certain format that roughly corresponds with the scientific method, even for social science subjects. They want what they call a literature review, a list of existing academic literature you presumably read that you build on in your essay. This literature you use is basically two lists in your article. 1. A list of references, the books you read. 2. A list of footnotes, mostly quotes you used from others. Pick a topic. The best way to pick a topic in any subject while at school or in life is to gravitate towards what naturally, intuitively interests you. You can be a good brown-noser and do what the teacher wants, or you can be cool, unique, creative and interesting and pick out your own ideas. The paradox or lie of academia is that it is made up of free thinkers encouraging the free flow of ideas, but it's not true. Most teachers and professors want you to stay in the lines, so to speak. They don't want you to go beyond existing knowledge with your own ideas because everything is supposedly scientific, even the artsy stuff, and their job is to teach a packaged subject. They're accountable to spoon-feed you the existing stuff and not let you go off and explore your own whims. If you do, they might think you're a loose cannon who does not have a grip on the stuff they're teaching you. The truth is that most great discoveries and inventions are made by loners and teams of people that are not part of the mainstream knowledge system, but for now, you're in school trying to get some credentials, so I'm telling you to play their game. You can write good essays with clear, simple arguments, just don't write out of intuition much. Always build on someone else's ideas. Document it. Find the academic journals in your field. See if you can find them online. If not, find them at the academic libraries at a college. Public libraries rarely keep hard copy academic journals on site. These journals are your life as a college student and your future if you want to get a doctorate. Your career ambition is basically to get articles published in the journals in your field, so study them, then write articles the way they want them. If you want to be a free thinker, start a blog, create podcasts and videos, and try to get into alternative talk radio like Coast to Coast AM or Renzi.com. To me, writing academic papers in the so-called social sciences is stupid because they miss the whole point, which is about individuals like you and me thinking up stuff then writing it out. They want you to do some kind of study then get some significant results by crunching the numbers. Look through the existing literature. Try to put your own spin on it or critique the existing knowledge to say why you think it's not very good. Make up your arguments or points. When you're critiquing other people's ideas, use logic to make your case. Loads of people who write articles mistakenly think that using big words makes them sound sophisticated and advanced. The best writers try to be as simple and clear as possible and try to make themselves invisible. I don't want to hear somebody's little story about something. I just want the facts in a logical sounding essay. Constantly edit your work. Take the time to put in a few references and footnotes. Even if you didn't use any and just wrote the thing off the top of your head, it's no sweat to get a book, then copy some of the quotes from that one book that the author footnoted. It makes it look like you did a bunch of research all over the place. I'm telling you straight up, there is a difference between writing free-flowing articles that you are interested in and writing a formal academic essay. They want you stay within their boundaries of ideas even if they say they want you to be creative and original. They want you to use other people's articles and books in your essay and cite them. There are books on research methodology at number 001.4 or LB 1047.3 at the library. Research methodology websites / overview of research methods websites. There are books on research methodology at number 001.4 or LB 1047.3 at the library. uark.edu/department/comminfo/www/methods.html, American Communication Association, research method links. era.net, ERA, American Educational Research Association. psych.hanover.edu/aps/researchlabs.html, American Psychological Society, Research Laboratories Online. sccu.edu/program/academic/psych/webresearch.html, amoeba, Psychology Resources. apa.org/psycinfo, apa psycinfo, Information Services in Psychology, American Psychological Association. ipl.org/teen/a+, Research and Writing for High School and College Students. leeds.ac.uk/law/ccjs/resmeth.htm, Applied Criminal Justice, Research Methods and Skills. lawlib.slu.edu/legresearch/intro.htm, Basic Introduction to Legal Research. trochim.human.cornell.edu/index.html, Center for Social Research Methods. trochim.human.cornell.edu/tutorial/brown/lauratp.htm, Collecting Data Through Observation. ojp.usdoj.gov/cmrc, Crime Mapping Research Center. law.esl.uwa.edu.au/crc, Crime Research Center. cji.net, Criminal Justice Institute, a division of the University of Arkansas System. ourworld.compuserve.com/homepages/smmarcus/whatworks.html, Criminal Sanction Effectiveness Measurement. msue.msu.edu/aee/disthes/guide.htm, dissertation/thesis guide. etext.lib.virginia.edu/etd/etd.html, electronic theses and dissertations in the humanities. library.nwu.edu/transportation/laywinf.html, finding criminal justice information in the library. flarec.org/flarec, Florida Law Enforcement Research Coalition. worldopinion.com/resgloss.taf, glossary of research terms. grapevine.bris.ac.uk, Grapevine, welcome to Grapevine Social Science Researcher. ali-aba.org/aliaba/search.htm, guide to legal research on the Internet. msue.msu.edu/aee/disthes/proposal.htm, guide for writing a funding proposal. nih.gov/grants/oprr/irb/irb_guidebook.htm, Institutional Review Board Guidebook, Human Subject Protection. virtualchase.com/legal researcher/index.htm, Internet Skills and Strategies for the Legal Researcher. psy.jhu.edu/eyb/humsubj.html, Johns Hopkins University, Human Subjects Federal Guidelines. trochim.human.cornell.edu/kb/kbhome.htm, Knowledge Base, online textbook for an introductory course in research methods. lib.uchicago.edu/elu/foreignlaw.html, legal research on international law issues using the Internet. nalo.com/chunkler/lr.index.html, legal research, on paper and online. library.cornell.edu/okuref/research/tutorial.html, library research, a hypertext guide. wctc.net/wallen/convert, measurement conversions. sagepub.com/sagepage/mtc.htm, methodologists tool chest. methods.fullerton.edu, methods in behavioral research. doc.state.ok.us/docs/ocjrc.htm, Oklahoma Criminal Justice Research Consortium. mailbase.ac.uk/lists/psych-methods, psych methods, discussion list of methods to be used in psychological research. ualberta.ca/jrnorris/qual.html, qualitative research 158.132.100.221/inet_edu.folder/inet_resources.folder/qualitative research.html, qualitative research on coloradostate.edu/departments/writing center/references/research.htm, reference materials for social science and qualitative research. softtouch.on.ca/rc, research central. trochim.human.cornell.edu/kb/design.htm, research design. sbsb.clarion.edu/mm/ride3/start, research design explained, 3rd ed. mcli.dist.maricopa.edu/proj/res_meth/index.html, research methods. jura2.eee.rgu.ac.uk/dsk5/research/research.htm, research methods. trochim.human.cornell.edu/kb/index.htm, research methods knowledge base. nwmissouri.edu/nw-courses/martin/methods/met.html, research methods resources. research.ed.asu.edu, research methods resources from Arizona State University. trochim.human.cornell.edu/tutorial/tutorial.htm, research methods tutorials. chesapeake.edu/writing center/respaper.html, research paper. oscar.ctc.edu/library/paper.html, research paper tutorial. owl.english.purdue.edu/files/research-papers.html, research papers. wisc.edu/writing/handbook/plan research paper.html, research papers, writing a library-based research paper. researchpaper.com, researchpaper.com. virtualchase.com/index.htm, research site for legal professionals. ScienceDaily.com, Science Daily Magazine, your link to the latest research news. gene.com/ae/ab/bc/elegant_experiments.html, scientific method, elegant experiments. wjh-harvard.edu/soc-sci/resengine.html, social science research engine. siu.edu/tilde-hawks/methods.html, social science research methods and statistics. lib.berkeley.edu/gssi/ssream.html, social science rear arch methods, a selected guide. ssrn.com, Social Science Research Network, SSRN. webct.gf.ac.uk/public/ssr2/index.html, Social Sciences Research Training Unit. weber.u.washington.edu/socmeth2, Sociological Methodology. socresonline.org.uk/socresonline, Sociological Research Online. lib.odu.edu/research/tutorials/cjresearch/cjstart.shtml, start your criminal justice research here. isr.umich.edu/src, survey research center. mcel.pacificu.edu/history/yasi1/hunter/hunter.html, number sign introduction, teaching history research methods. virtualchase.com/pbi/index.htm, techniques for conducting legal research on the Internet. umi.com, UMI, The Answer Company. lib.umich.edu/libhome/libguide, University of Michigan Library Research Guide. library.usask.ca/ustudy/home/index.html, University of Saskatchewan Study Library Instruction Guide, planning your research. uwm.edu/people/pcsmith/hmrp/usergid.htm, using the hypertext research paper. rscc.cc.tn.us/tilde jordan_jj/owl/research.html, writing a general research paper. camden-rutgers/department-pages/sociology/main.html number sign top, www research methods tutorial. andrew.cmu.edu/course/85-221/pdf/methods.pdf. answers.com/topics/overview-of-research-methods. apa.org/research/tools/index.aspx. buubeida.inoob.com/blog/244025/download-research-methodology-methods-and-techniques-pdf. blurtit.com/q462869.html. cairo.utm.my/web-cairo/download/research_method/research-methodology1.pdf. cairo.utm.my/web-cairo/download/research_method/research-methodology4.pdf. carter-center.org/resources/pdf/health/lecture_notes/health_science_method_final.pdf, lecture notes for health science students research methodology. danremey-research-methodology.blogspot.com. docs.doc/389267772/advanced-research-methodology. Download PDF free.com/research-methodology-by-deepak-chala-n-nina-sondi.pdf. education.com/definition/research-methodology. education.pit.edu/academic departments/psychology and education/programs/research-methodology.aspx. education.ucsb.edu/graduate-studies/education/programs of study/research-methodology.htm. edutechwiki.unigi.ch/en/research_methodology_resources. ehow.com, how to write a research methodology. emeraldinsight.com/research/guides/methods. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/methodology. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/research. encyclopedia.thefreedictionary.com/research+sign-methodology. essaycapital.com/blog/research-paper-writing-guide/methodology-chapter-of-research-paper. euromonitor.com/research-methodology. everything2.com/title/research+sign-methodology. easyarticles.com. Different types of methodologies. gartner.com/it/products/research/methodologies/index.jsp. gartner.com/it/products/research/methodologies/research_hype.jsp, interpreting technology hype. When new technologies make bold promises, how do you discern the hype from what's commercially viable? gobooki.com/research-methodology-by-Michael-Vaz. hubpages.com/hub/research-definition-types-of-research. imctan.edu/pdf/notes/research_methodology.pdf. kguru.info/d/dictionary-definition-of-research-methodology. kln.ac.lk/humanities/department/linguistics/html/thesis writing method/research-methodology.ppt. learner.org/discovering psychology/methods. libs.uga.edu/research central. link.wits.ac.za/training/padm5086.pdf. managementhelp.org/business research. mcli.dist.maricopa.edu/proj/res_meth. media.routledgeweb.com/pdf/9780415467490/5 designing_your_research_methodology.pdf papaourmasters.com/methodology.html people-press.org/methodology pinterest.com/indepthgen/research-methodology princeton.edu/refdesk professize.com/essay/methodology-example protogenie.com/methods.html researchconsultation.com/research-methodology-dissertation-methods-menu.asp researchconsultationpros.com researchgate.net researchmethodology.info research-methodology.net researchunessay.blogspot.com scriptd.com/doc/694915/research-methodology scriptd.com/doc/939968/research-methodology-part-1-research-research-methodology slideshair.ne research methods slideshair.net/8nes/research-writing-methodology slideshair.net/ms-shrither/introduction-to-research-methodology-presentation socialpsychology.org/methods.htm socialresearchmethods.net sociosite.net/topics/research.php srmo.sagepub.com Sage Research Methods statpack.com/surveys/research-methods.htm thefreedictionary.com/research+sign methodology thesistown.com/writing/basics/research-methodology-sample usat.com/reports/e-commerce-user-research-methodology wiki.answers.com/q/what_research_methodology_and_research_design youtube.com research methodology write an academic article websites/academic writing websites academicarticlewriting.com academicskills.anu.edu.au/resources/handouts/writing-journal-article-review, write a journal article review academic-writing-to-write-a-dissertation.htm academicwritinghelp.biz academicwritingtips.org bestcustomwriting.com/blog/writing-in-general/article-vs-academic-paper-writing-how-in-not-to-how-in-your-article blogtalkradio.com/textacademic-podcast/2011/05/09/writing-publishing-your-scholarly-journal-article chronicle.com writing for academic publication chronicle.com/articles/10-how-to-write-less/124268 copyblogger.com/write-article-fast custompapers.com/essays-articles dartmouth.edu/tilde-writing/materials/student/ac_paper/what.shtml dbem.ws/writing-article.pdf developingteachers.com/articles_tch training/academic-write-1_kendall.hdm, teaching academic writing distance.syr.edu/writing-tips.html docsdoc.com/docs/2539131/how-to-write-and-academic-summary docsdoc.com/docs/27765082/writing-and-academic-paper-journal-article documbase.com/articles-on-academic-writing.pdf ehow.com/how_2103484_right-academic-articles.html ehow.com/how_4962808_right-college-article-review.html, a college article review is an essay in which a student critiques an academic article. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/academic_writing en.wikipedia.org/wiki/article_left parenthesis publishing right parenthesis en.wikipedia.org/wiki/research en.wikipedia.org/wiki/wikipedia:article_development en.wikipedia.org/wiki/wikipedia:how_to_write_a_great_article en.wikipedia.org/wiki/wikipedia:wiki project_academic_journals/writing_guide essaytown.com/writing/write-academic-journal essaytown.com/writing/write-article-review essay-writing-company.com/articles.html esortment.com/writing-outline-34546.html ezinarticles.com academic writing freelancer.com/projects/articles-academic-writing/academic-article-review.html freelancer.com/projects/technical-writing-report-writing/academic-article-quote-knowledge.html freelancer.com/work/academic-writing-article getalife.phd.blogspot.com geoliveindonesiaWordPress.com/2012/27/5-key-issues-in-academic-writing-articles-in-English goodwritinghelp.com grammar.yourdictionary.com/style-and-usage/academic-writing-skills.html ifreelance.com instructional-soil-utians.com/blog/bid/61931/business-writing-vs-academic-writing issuu.com/academia-press/docs/folder_writing_skills-lr2 jazzy.setonhill.edu/bib/article.html, how to cite an article in MLA style jazzy.setonhill.edu/writing/academic1/journals journal.au.edu/show_techno/2008/apr08/journal114 how to.pdf, how to write a review article law.ukla.edu/voloc/writing, academic legal writing lc.unsw.edu.au, the Learning Centre at the University of New South Wales listnews.org/bringing_style_to_academic_writing_chronicle_article ncbi.nlm.nih.gov/pmc/articles/pmc1494689, owl.english.purdue.edu pdfreedownload.com/ppt/writing-academic-article-for-publication premiumwriting-service.com/how-to-write-academic-journal readwritethink.org readwritethink.org/classroom-resources/lesson-plans/modeling-academic-through-1133.html rosendia.net/services/articles/writing/academic-research/index.shtml scholarly writing in academic medicine selfgrowth.com/articles/academic-review-writing softwaregeek.com/academic-article-writing/p1.html, academic article writing shareware and freeware downloads superarticles.com/education-articles/home-schooling-articles/what-academic-writing-10583447.html squidoo.com/get-your-article-published. technologyevaluation.com/search/for-a-summary-of-an-academic-article.html. thecontentauthority.com/blog/academic-writing. tidava.ffl.msu.ru/article_to_write_an_an_academic_journal.doc. encyclopedia.wikia.com/wiki/academic_writing. wac.colorado-state.edu/books/writings-paces 1/-what-is-academic-writing.pdf. web.ub.up.ac.za/site-files/40/753/writing_academic_journal_article.pdf. wikihow.com/write-an-essay. wikihow.com/write-articles. writering.com/academic-writing/writing-for-academic-journals. writingcenter.tamu.edu. writing-tipstoday.com/info/writing-papers/what-is-academic-style.html. Write a formal psychology article. apa.org/pubs/authors/posting.aspx, APA policy on posting articles on the Internet, from the APA. apastyle.org, apastyle.org, style tips from the APA. apastyle.org/elecref.html, APA electronic reference formats, from the APA. bartleby.com/141, The Elements of Style, by William Strunk, Jr., and E.B. White. ccc.commnet.edu/library/apa.pdf, A Guide for Writing Research Papers, from Capital Community College. ccc.commnet.edu/library/apa.pdf, A Guide for Writing Research Papers, from Capital Community College. cws.illinois.edu/workshop/writers/citation/apa, Citation Styles Handbook, APA format, from the University of Illinois. epub.ws/writing-article.2.pdf, Writing the Empirical Journal Article. psych.com/resource/apacrib.htm, APA Style Resources, from Psych Web. psychology.vanguard.edu/faculty/Douglas-Dagelman/APA-style, APA Style Essentials, from Vanguard University of Southern California. uwsp.edu/psych/apa4b.htm, Psychology with Style, a Hypertext Writing Guide. worcester.edu/psychology/apa-crib.html, APA Publication Manual Crib Sheet. Psychology Article Citation Websites. calvin.edu/library/nightsite/index.php. verywellmind.com/apa-citation-tools-2794856 number sign. 21cif.com/tools/sites/apa/index.html. citationmachine.net. citationcreation.com. verywellmind.com/how-to-reference-articles-in-apa-format-2794849. Zotero.org. verywellmind.com/overview-of-apa-format-2794839. bibme.org. verywellmind.com/apa-format-instructional-videos-2794857. verywellmind.com/how-to-write-in-apa-format-2794837. verywellmind.com/how-to-write-in-apa-format-paper-2794838. verywellmind.com/apa-format-bibliography-2794836. verywellmind.com/electronic-sources-apa-format-2794851. verywellmind.com/how-to-write-a-psychology-research-paper-2795728. verywellmind.com/writing-psychology-papers-2795723. verywellmind.com/how-to-write-a-psychology-lab-report-2794853. verywellmind.com/how-to-write-and-abstract-2794845. verywellmind.com/how-to-reference-and-author-or-authors-in-apa-format-2794855. verywellmind.com/how-to-write-a-title-page-2794847. verywellmind.com/how-to-write-and-introduction-2794846. APA Style Resources. apastyle.org, the APA's official APA style. apastyle.org/apa-style-help.aspx. docstyles.com/apa-lite.htm. doi.org, Digital Object Identifier Foundation. Learn about those DOI numbers used for citing electronic and online sources. vanguard.edu/home/academic resources/faculty/Doug Dagelman/APA-style-essentials.aspx. owl.english.purdue.edu/owl/resource/560/01, Purdue Online Writing Lab Guide to APA Format.